Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Take two. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing take two right now is because when I looked at the video, my head was cut off, right? So I looked like this. I couldn't see the top of my head, which means that you couldn't get the whole perspective of me. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the lecture. Here we go. Check this out. Screenshot. Boom, here we go. So this is what we're getting ready to do right now. We're getting ready to drop some knowledge. And then this is what we call lecture, save, make, money, words, blow. Okay, quest, bit, script, word, go, show, flow. All right, social, SEKW, follow. One, all right, let's keep it going. Network, bind, NED, work, do, WERG. One. All right, cool. Got it good. All right, service, serve, slave, servant. One. Okay, meet, assemble, SEM, SEM. One. All right, cool. Up, under, UPONDHER. One. All right, cool. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those 6 words right there, you should understand what a social network service is. You should understand what Meetup is, right? So those are going to give you power, right? And with those words, you're going to be able to understand how to operate within these social networks. And then the reason why I'm saying this is because this is what we did, right? So now I got to go back and I got to find it because we did this right here. Boom. You see that? Screenshot. Okay, so this is what it's called. It's called Organizer. John11. Hi, John11. Member since June 2022. What? Okay, let's keep it going. We show California Constitution, Article I, Section 1. We wish to build good relationships with men and women who wish to build one good state. That's a fact, man. We show you what the code in the matrix is. Scary simple service. Smiley face with shades on. Okay, so that's what we created today, right? And then the reason why we created that today is because, well, we were hopping on the social networks, and then one of the social networks said, we don't like your memory, right? We don't like what your words are. We don't like what you see. We don't like what you speak. We don't like what you hear. So they wiped out my memory. And then I was like, whoa, that's not cool. How could you do that, man? All right, so then I was like, I can't go through this anymore. I don't like this, right? I need to educate the social network services right now, which means I have to educate the people, right? And then once we educate the people on what the Constitution is, right, they're going to be able to crush, right? And then this is what we do, right? So check this out. Boom. You see that? Screenshot. Take a screenshot. So this is called Article I, California Constitution. See, I walk around with this because I like to teach this, right? And this is what Article I of the California Constitution is. It's the Declaration of Rights. There's 33 sections in there. Did you know that? I didn't know that until a couple of years ago, right? Has it been a couple of years? It feels like it. Since 2020, right? Since when I got my crown, when I got my crown, I was able to find out what the declarations of rights were because I met some men, who were able to show me the good words, man. And then they showed me these words and I was like, oh, wow, no one ever showed me this, right? And then now that I know it, because in the words are power, man. So check this out. This is what Section 1 is, right? This is the text of Section 1, and this is what we're going to show the people, right? It's going to say, all people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. I love that word, man. Among these are enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy. Those are a lot of words in there, man. A lot of key words, right? So basically, all people are by nature free. Right? That means that you can't lock them down. That means that you can't do things to them that you did in 2020, right? And then now we need to show the people that, right? Because there's a bunch of public servants out there. There's a bunch of public trustees out there, because this is what the public trustees are. Here, I got to rewind, right? So here's a point of clarity. I'm invoking, right? So I was out of order. Now I got to put it back in order. Here's a point of clarity. Question: is the servant greater than the creator? Right? Please show the people the law you follow. Thanks, right? So I know that all corporations follow the Constitution. I know that, right? Because this is what we know and this is what we show, right? So I know that if you live in California and you function in California and you do business in California, you fall under the California Constitution. I know that if you do business in the United States of America, you fall under the Constitution of the United States of America, even though that's in the Washington, D.C. district area, those 10 square block miles, right? But you fall under that Constitution, which means that you fall under the jurisdiction of the people. Hi, I'm one of the people, and we administer the constitutions, right? That's just what we do. So this is what we're showing the people from now on. So check this one out right here. See this? Boom. Screenshot. There's some power, right? Maxims of law. That's why I'm always saying maxim, right? Because a maxim is great, man. And then we got a bunch of great ones in here, so check this one out right here. This is the one that I like. I like 17B, right? And 17B says this right here. You see that? What? Look at that. Okay, that one says common knowledge and usage. Oh, what are we going to talk about in 17B? It says names of things ought to be understood according to common usage, not according to the opinions of the individuals, man. So that's why we're always defining the words, right? And then we're always laying out the words, man, because you need to see what the words are, right? Because most of the men and most of the women that I've ran across in the realm, they don't know what the words are, right? Too many of them are calling themselves persons, right? Too many of them are calling themselves titles, right? And then once you call yourself a title, that means that you fall under a different jurisdiction, and then you need to understand that there's a difference between the public jurisdiction and the private jurisdiction, right? The private jurisdiction is where the people sit in, right? The public jurisdiction is where all corporations sit in, all public entities sit in, right? So if you're doing commerce, right, if you're dealing with anything in commerce, you're in the public jurisdiction, man, which means that you're bound to the Constitution, which means that you have to follow the rules within the Constitution. And if you haven't been following the rules in the Constitution, that means that you've been causing harm. An example of causing harm will be telling people that they can't work if they don't wear a mask, right? An example of causing harm will be telling the people that they can't work if they don't get a jab, man. An example of causing harm will be telling people that they cannot work if they don't get a license. Right? That's causing harm, and most of the people don't know that because most of the people can't read, most of the people can't hear, most of the people can't speak because they've been taught not correctly, right? And then we're here to teach now. We're here to show, man. And then that's just what we do. The reason why we do that is because it's this right here, man. You see that? We got the Venus, man. We got the desire. We got the strive. We got I love. Right? Make, do, fold, lay. The reason why we say fold, lay, when you lay things out, that's what you're supposed to do when you see the law, right? So we're laying out the words, man. That's all we do now is that we lay out the words for the people. So if you are a man, if you're a woman, and if you're a child and you wish to be free, right, and you wish to operate in the private jurisdiction, contact us, right? Hook up with us, meet up with us, right? And then we're going to talk, right? And then when we talk, we're going to show you some things, man. And then the things that we're going to show you are going to make you want, right? I guaranteed that if and when you come in touch with us, right, and you see the words that we show you and the format that we show you, you'll never be the same again, man, because that's what happened to us, right? We were shown these words and then our mind was flipped, man. Our mind was changed because we realized that they were doing I almost cursed, but they were doing things that were upside down, right? Example, like another example is that because all people are free by nature, right, and all people can protect themselves and stuff like that, you walk into the store and you say, hey, what's up, man? I would like to look at your arms, man, because I need some arms. So when you go and you're like, I'm trying to find some arms, and they're like, oh, well, you have to fill out this little piece of paper, right? And you're like, what are you talking about, man? And you're like, yeah, according to the state of California, you have to fill out this little piece of paper because we have to do a background check on you. And you're like, what, seriously, bro? What are you talking about? I'm trying to get my arms. So are you trying to make me handicapped? Because right now, I can't get my arms because I have to walk through all these processes that state legislatures have set up through their codes, their statutes, and their mandates, right? And then now we're going to show you that codes, statutes, and mandates are no law, right? They do not bind the people, right? They are supposed to bind the government servants, right? The government servants are the ones that are supposed to be adhering to codes and statutes, not the people. But because the people lack knowledge, because they weren't taught how to read, because they weren't taught the Constitution, because they weren't taught the maxims of law, they were not taught the Bible, right? So because you don't know what the Bible is, because you don't know what the Constitution is, because you don't know what the maxims of laws are, you're going to get turned all upside down and you will be serving someone else, right? And then that's what we're here to change, man. And then that's why we want to meet up with people. We just want to meet up with people and we want to show them how to be free, man. You know, and then that's it, man. You know, so that's it. We're done. You know, so we got this down. You know, so you got to see the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 1. You got to see maxims of law, right? Scary simple service, right? You got to see these words right here. These are the key words that show you what's up. You know what a social network is, right? You know what a service is. You know what meetup is, right? You heard the point of clarity, right? The point of clarity was going out to the public trustees, right? Because they need to show us who they follow, right? You know, and then that's all we do, man. You know, so that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go work with my man hands, right? And I'm gonna go relax and I'm gonna go chill and I'm just gonna get ready for tomorrow. And I'm gonna have some fun. So look out for these meetups, man. They're gonna be so much fun. I'll see you guys in the future. Bye.